What's up, yo? Check this out. So, the feds are targeting me right now. The FBI, the CIA, the NSA, and stuff like that. I literally feel their energies targeting me through the phone. And what they do is they send like sensations through my phone, social media, YouTube, Facebook, and shit like that, Google. Because Google, if you didn't know, has occultic meanings on it. The M in Gmail, the logo in Gmail, it has the Masonic M embedded where they put their. If you don't know what Freemasons are, then you're so far behind that you may not even get what the enemy are really like. You probably think that occultic societies is a conspiracy theory and shit like that. You probably won't even understand the truth. Hold up, let me turn off my AC. So yeah, so they're not the only ones targeting me. There's an entire network of devil worshippers working together in this country and in other places. But in America, they do it collectively together, but separately from different points of perspectives. So there's different individuals amongst us from government level to street level working together, and they're the enemy amongst us, millions of them. And they're amongst us, and they target people by, they know that they're the enemy, they're just not telling. No. Right now they're trying to make me forget. When they see that I'm making a video and shit like that, they start to attack me inadvertently by saying things. They start to say things to try to make me forget. Like if some, like let's say for example, someone's making a video, you get the hint notification, like like if you're spying on someone and they don't know that you're spying, or they may know, but anyways, you just get a hint. You just know, hey, wait a minute, this guy's making a video. And then he starts saying, okay, I want to make him forget his talking points. And then literally you say that and it starts to manifest during the course of the video. I want to, and when you say it, the energy So right now, one of them said, I want to make him forget this and that, or whatever, it was that they wanted me to forget. And I started to blank, like it started to go blank, like, started fading my talking points. So when I say things, what it is that is that devil worshippers depend on you in order to target you. So if you start to believe or have any concerns that they're doing something, that's how they start to manifest their attacks at you. You see? So if you start thinking that they're doing this and that to you, if they're well trained at the art of deceptions and shit like that, they could start to put their faith and believe in that, yes, it's working, because they're liars and deceivers. And these liars and deceivers, these devil worshippers, Satanists in this country, a lot of them are professional. I mean, they did 9/11 amongst them. And you know the level of deception that took to make happen. CGI planes, the fucking news, and I mean top level news, lying to people. The government was in on it, and not the government, but individuals that work in the government structure. They so yo, they be doing the most hateful shit to me, bro. Like, I mean, if I start making beats and rhyming on my own time, if I'm here minding my business, it's enough for them to come and say things, and whenever they say things, it's like they want their words to be bound to you and the energy to stay there with you, so that, like, when someone speaks negativity into your life, and if you don't notice that something's going on, or someone says something about you and it's affecting you, and you don't say something back, they're doing one of these, yes, and they're trying to put all that energy in it so that they can manifest that and keep doing it, speaking and having their words manifest energies and affecting people. So they were doing that. They were doing that to the point where that it was manifesting energies at me, right? And so like one of them just said yes, and they try to put all these energies of confidence and like malice and hate and stuff like that together. All they try to put together all these energy. I call them professional satanists, and they gonna make believe like if I said it like about all of them, like if they're all professional satanists. So they go based off whatever I say sometimes. So because they're targeting me and they hate me so much and they're coming at me through satanic ways, see what I mean? They gotta believe that what they're doing is working. It's just like when you're trying to bully someone with your energy. You see what I mean? And let's say you're trying to bully someone that's hurt. Your energy may have a little bit more effect than messing with them, especially if they don't know that you're messing with them. You see what I mean? In this case, I know that they're coming after me and they're targeting me through my phone, and not only through my phone. Some of my neighbors are down with this satanic network shit that I just told you about, right? And they're together. Yo, they have no decency. Like the level of disrespect these motherfuckers have. I mean, yo, it's over the top. It's enough to make you kill. It's enough to go. But there's so many of them doing it. There's so many. Look, right now they're doing one of these. Yes, that's what you get, or some shit like that. They're saying things to try to make me like, and it's like they try to like invoke a reaction within me so that they could like feel like make believe like if they're extracting my hate, they're extracting it little by little. And sometimes they say, I'm gonna say this and they're gonna do it. Watch that. When I speak, sometimes the more I speak, they're extracting my energy and they're making me weak. And they had put these commands into effect before, and it was affecting me before. Anyways, so the feds are targeting me, Freemasons and the Illuminati. A lot of these individuals that belong to these occultic societies are working together to come after me inadvertently through spoken words. Before they were doing enchantments and they were watching me and they couldn't do much. So after I moved into this house and I hurt my back, I've been here for like almost 2 years now. They started studying me because I spent a lot of time here. I was homeless before this. Finally got my house, and now I got my life together and all that. So I during the duration of me having a hurt back, because I hurt my back unloading my stuff here, they started to take advantage of my hurt back, and they started to create tactics and strategies to play mind games with me, like they were raising my pain by them wanting my pain to be raised. And it doesn't always work. Like if I feel strong, they won't be able to do it. If I feel strong, they won't even try it. If I feel strong and shit like that, they won't even try. There's sometimes I felt strong and my neighbors started to like stifle my confidence because he wants my confidence. He wants my confidence and use it against me. Like if he want like he because he's a pussy. One of my neighbors, he's a Mexican, and they're down with this Mexican mafia. And the other neighbor on the house behind mine's over here, another set of pussies. They're a family over there. The dad and the son, they and the mom, they're together against me. Not only them, like I said, my next door neighbor too. So there's a lot of individuals in this town where I moved in that have banded together against me in this neighborhood. They serve as antennas and also individual handlers against me. So they be saying things and saying things and saying things, and they've been studying me ever since I moved here over the course of now almost 2 years. And they started to put together like before they would try to like mess with me through illusions and shit like that. They didn't know what to do with me before. So ever since I started like staying here a lot And now the thing is that if I stay here in one spot a lot, that they could do stuff to me, and that there's so much kinetic energy and stuff like that, that I sit here a lot, and I go through social media. So they go to social medias and they try to enchant the social medias, like if they're saying things and making the internet like bend to their will, and they're using the functionalities of the internet and the Wi-Fi's and shit like that, and electronics. Like if they go and their energies go to electronics and shit like that, and they can enchant the electronics to work inadvertently through and mess with me using the functionalities. And they started doing this type of stuff of concerns that I've had, like what if they're doing this and that, or like just stuff that I thought about, that what if, or just me thinking in general, they would go and inspire my mindset, my train of thought. And literally, they're literally focused on me. It's just like when you're focused on someone and you can see their train of thought, you can see gears turning and stuff like that. We have that ability as humans, and there are some who use it for bad, and there are some who use it for good. They just don't even use it. If you're normal, you're not satanic like them, like messing with people's minds and shit like that, you're not gonna do that shit because you're normal. Sometimes you may, out of payback, or if you do it against a satanist that tried to mess with you and shit like that before. Hold up, somebody's messing with me right now. Malice. I feel malice. Someone's doing that shit to me right now. It's probably the viewer. There's someone watching. But then again, who is it? Mexican? American? White? Anyways, so there's someone that just said like this or some shit like that, and they try like if they try to, like, what I'm saying, like, or some shit like that. I felt like someone did some shit, some crazy shit like that. Anyways, so it's like we have that ability that if you're seeing someone, sometimes you could see somewhat of their train of thought as they're talking and stuff like that. And sometimes you may, so imagine a group of individuals that do that, that like to spy on people. And imagine like a group of individuals spying on one individual, and they all have that, that same, they're on the same page about their satanic means and shit like that, their satanic ways, traits, or whatever, right? And they're spying on one individual. And all you got to do really is focus. They look at my house, or they focus on my house, some of my neighbors, and they serve as antennas for the higher. So they're connected. They created a network by make believes and faith, putting faith and belief that their lies and what they're doing is happening, and like if it's really real, and studying me and stuff like that, they started to elevate the validity of their belief on their lies, because like over me mainly. They got to the level where they're at now, and I mean, like, to explain how low they are, bro, like there's nothing in there. If you ever heard of what the devil is like, there's nothing good in there. It's just, and if you ever felt like true evil, like someone who is just really malicious and wicked, just completely just, someone who ain't human, that you probably just met some individuals that you probably just felt like you shouldn't be around because they may bring trouble your way, because they just feel so bad, like bullies or whatever. They just so, satanic, like, and I'm on the side of truth. They're on the side of lies. So like lies are empty, and they represent lies. So they're empty inside. They act like humans. They're not human at all whatsoever. They attack people with no decency. Like, yo, the level of disrespect they take upon me. Like, yo, like, earlier I was listening to someone that was describing like some of the stuff that they be doing and shit like that. Like how, I'm here minding my business, and while I'm here, they're doing things and saying things, disrespectful things. One of my neighbors next door is be doing that shit. Like, he just be there saying things and try to like create a way to mess with me and try to make me feel inferior. And I'm not the inferior type. I'm superior. I know it. I've always been the type that I don't like to be talked down to. You see what I mean? Like playing around or whatever, you call your boys bitch, whatever. You're a bitch, you're a pussy. It's not, it's not a big deal. But like, like I'm just not the type that, I'm not a bully, but I'm also not a pussy. You see what I mean? Like I'm level headed. I'm not like I don't lose my cool easily and shit like that. I understand people and like you know what I'm saying. I will fight, but you know not necessarily all the time. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm cool. Like you know I'm not the type that's over the top or under the bottom neither. I mean I am over the top because that's pretty much, but not like in bad ways. You see what I mean? So some of my neighbors out here, they're working together with the FBI and the CIA and the Freemasons, and they be helping each other. Like I told you, they put their belief that their lies is true, that what they're doing, that their network is working in a certain way, and that they could share information and speak like robots. Like if they're robots, you know, they act like if they're robots, and they have advanced computers to the point where they're not even computers. They come up with lies, outrageous, outlandish lies. So yo, but yeah, I know I'm still to connect some of the things that I'm saying, but like yo, like but yeah, they be saying some disrespectful shit, yo, like, and they gotta put their belief in their lies and make believe like if their lies really are having some effect. And when in reality, what they're doing is they're like, what you call it? Oh, my phone just got hot. Hold up, I gotta go turn on the Wi-Fi real quick. I'll be back. So one of them just ran to my Wi-Fi device right over here. Literally just some bitch ran over here to my Wi-Fi device, and she's gonna try to like use my Wi-Fi device. Like she said it the moment I said it that I'm gonna go turn on my Wi-Fi device, and she went, "Oh yes, it's gonna give us some added effects." And she went and ran to my Wi-Fi spiritually, astral projectily, like they go and astral project themselves out, and you know because of the large network that they're a part of, and since there's so many of them against just me by myself, even though they can't beat me, yo, the level of pussy shit they gotta do to make believe like if they could beat me. I've beaten hundreds of thousands of them at once in one fight. Hundreds of thousands coming at me, and I beat them all before. And this has happened before, ever since I moved to this house. Anyway, so they can't beat me and they can't come at me by themselves. So even if they one of them comes at me by themselves, they gotta have like their whole like gang or clique or whatever chapter they're from or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta have 100 or more with them. You see, like if they have like if it's one or and they have like 100 on standby in case I start to fight back and beat their ass from within, and it'll help me. And they literally yo become literal pussies. They don't want me to fight back. They don't want me to go within in my mind and think and to use my astral projection form. They're complete 100% pussies. They don't want to hear this. When I'm saying things like this, it hurts them because it's true. So they ignore it. They go, and shit like, you know, like they try to brush it off. And like, yo, 100% pussy. There are pussy, pussy, pussy. And I mean lowest, there's no bottom. There's no bottom. How pussy. I mean there is, but cause yo, they but there's nothing in there. They're just pussy. Coward shit, cowardly tricks. You ever heard it like, you know, you should never let a coward have power and stuff like that? Imagine a network of devil worshippers working together, and they found knowledge like how to. And the thing about devil worshippers is that you can't really trust them because you know if you give them your bag, they'll start saying things or they'll try to like sabotage your life or even try to kill you or make you kill yourself or kill some other people. You know what I'm saying? By saying things, you know, saying things in people's minds. If you ever heard people hearing voices in their minds and they can't pinpoint what it is, they go crazy. They start shooting up. You know what I'm saying? At school, kids that shoot up. A lot of it is because they're being bullied, but people that hear voices, Satanists are mostly the cause for this happening. You see what I mean? And then since they have a lot of individuals in the government structure and in a lot of different areas of society, when you tell the doctor that you're hearing voices, what happens? They go and try to put you on medication, put you in a mental house, paint you like as if you're crazy and shit like that. Yo, because they don't want people to know how to defend themselves from within. Because if you knew that there was an enemy amongst us working together using these tactics, this untaught knowledge. Yeah, so my phone was just about to like, I just turned on my Wi-Fi on my phone. So like, the bitch probably ran away. No, she went and literally went in the Wi. She's still about where the Wi-Fi is right here. Where is it? Right here. That's my Wi-Fi. She ran over here and said, "Oh, I'm gonna stand right here." And when the Wi-Fi, like because when the Wi-Fi turns on, she wants to be the one going up with the Wi-Fi, like turning on with the Wi-Fi, making believe like if she's like they sometimes they go and make these computer noises. They go like and then the computer or make believe computer, whatever it is, like it enhances what they do. So they do any oh shit. It's not really a big deal. They don't really do anything, but their network and shit enhances their their what I'm saying, their like not even abilities, what they do. So they do any little old shit sometimes, and their network makes them bigger than what it is. You see what I mean? So they created tactics against me. They try to make me lose footing in my speech pattern. That's okay, Danielle. That's one I feel is doing it right now, Daniel or whatever. So you see, like right now, that's a tactic that they just put into effect. They were trying to make me fuck up in words and shit by putting one of their tactics into work to make me lose footing in my speech pattern so that when I speak in certain parts, and they can't do it now because I'm exposing it, so it doesn't work because I'm exposing them in real time right now in this live video that I'm recording. So when they go and put their tactics into work, I expose them to you, and they look stupid. They look fucking dumb because they're doing this satanic shit to me in real time, and I'm exposing them to. That's exactly what I wanted to do. You see what I mean? So they act like they could, do what they do, and have validity. I see this like someone who keeps there's someone who keeps going in and out. Anyways, so like so they created tactics by spying on me in this house ever since I moved here, ever since I've had a week back, and I just had spine surgery, and they've been trying to infiltrate their tactics to make me weak again because they don't want me to recover and fight back. They're that low. I'm telling you, they're fucking low. When I told you they're pussy and they're only pussy and low, that's it. I mean it. I really, really mean it. 100%. I know how low they are. So they created many tactics because of my weakness all the way to now by me staying in this house a lot. I don't, I'm disabled and shit like that. So I don't really go out too much. And since I've been homeless for so long and stuff like that, bouncing from room to room and all of that, like I just want to stay home and enjoy myself, enjoy my house and stuff like that. Nah, they don't want me to do that because if I enjoy myself and feel good, I come up with ideas how to beat them and stuff like that, and it makes it easier for me to get rid of them. But not necessarily because while they're targeting me, I could use that as another way to get rid of them too because they're coming after me and I'm showing you, hey, look, this is what they're doing, and it's working in real time, and you're seeing it. Or you see, ever since I mentioned that my weak back, they started to seep in weakness in my back. So I feel like a little bit weaker right now ever since I mentioned it. And right now, since I did this, they did that and they assimilated it to my back. Like if they're astral projecting over here and or like they're doing it in such a way where they're going like this and they're okay weakness, and like if they're pulling it like using it inadvertently from me to put it in my back. You see what I mean? Like, because they want me to be weak. They're the type of enemies that only attack when they're weak. So they went and created this make believe computer, imaginary computer, and like if they filled this make believe computer with data on everything that has worked against me while during my target, if you just look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're watching this video, they're probably messing with you right now because you're watching this live right now and they don't want you to stay here and listen to the truth, because I'm exposing the enemy, the real terrorists in this country, the feds and stuff like that. Anyways, they left. So like, sometimes when someone's about to watch my video, or when someone tunes in, they try to put all these, like they'll try to like hone in and mess with their minds too at fast speeds. They tell them, or someone to go, their mom will call, Tommy, come in, food is ready, go take out the garbage. One of the enemies might be around, or someone innocent may be put to distract them, because they'll know, okay, if he's watching that video, he might be in trouble, because they'll know. And like, there's a lot of different reasons why it happens. But anyways, so they made up this fake computer to come after me. They come after me individually too, but sometimes they use this system that they created against me, where they say things in a certain type of progression, sequence, pattern, whatever, right? And they say it like if I'm not me and they're me, but they could use my power and not me and stuff like that. And they go off the ring, off the rails, saying things that if I think that they want to be there, that they want to know everything about me, and if I think that they want to be there, but behind my thoughts and seeing where the whole trajectory of my thoughts before it gets to my mind. You see what I mean? They be saying things right now. They're celebrating, like they're doing one of those things. It's one of those things that they've managed. It's like they managed to start doing that as a way to see if they could make that work a little bit more. Like, what I'm saying? And they do this as a way to try to like raise the validity level on that targeted method. This right here is one of the things that they do when they want to put something into effect. Or yes, and then they'll try to put that excitement, that fake excitement, the malice and the hate against me and all that shit into something that they want to put into effect against me, or something that they already had working against me, and they want to raise the level of validity that it had on me. So like they try to raise it and make it even more be like if they already had like something that was working against me and it was working a little bit, and they want to make it work a little bit more. Sometimes if I think about it, even if I just think about it, just look at it, yes, that's what it is, and they'll go off and start saying things, or just yes, and they already have it in automatic, where if I just do certain things, that's already automated into their systems against me. Yo, isn't it? Yeah, it's complete abuse. But it's not really abuse, because I don't let myself be abused. I'm using this to my advantage. Yo, they want to abuse me. They want to drag me down and they tried. Like I've been close to the point where I was gonna start to feel like some kind of way, not necessarily like defeated or anything, because I know what's going on. But it's just sometimes when they mess with me so much that I've gotten frustrated. And sometimes you got days you just don't feel like dealing with shit, you know what I'm saying? And they just right there and there and there and there. So imagine you masturbate and you feel a little bit weaker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no homo, no crazy shit, like no sexual shit. Like those are the times where they wait for when you're tired, when you masturbate, some shit like that, and they'll act like if they're more than what they are. You see what I mean? Like they wait for like if I'm here minding my business, they act like if I'm ignorant because I'm not defending myself and shit. It's not that I'm not defending. I just don't see the need to defend myself against such low creatures. You see what I mean? There's no need to defend myself against such low creatures. They're low. Right now, my back is hurting me. Luis Jimenez. They went and summoned Luis, someone I grew up with in the past. He probably just joined YouTube or some shit like that, or they probably just called him up to see if he could do something against me. Anyways, I'm not even trying to like look into it right now. So, anyways, he's one of those Satanists that they call occasionally to come mess with me. Sometimes without him even knowing. Sometimes he just does it independently. It depends. They're done with the same shit anyways. So like they have this make believe computer, and like if they put database in there, a database of me and everything, and the things that's worked against me a little. So sometimes I do things and they have it automated too. So they put their belief in that, and like if they already have a lot of energy put into this, and that even if I delete it, they make believe like if it just comes because they spoke commands for it, that if Julio ever deletes it, it's gonna come back, and they start to go off the rails. You see what I mean? Saying things, lies, deceptions, and they act like if it's real for them, like if their lies ain't lies. You see what I mean? Like, and their lies are fucking lies. They're not real. So like, hold up, I gotta go charge my phone real quick. So they act like their lies are real, and like if they could just do what they want, not necessarily what they want, but what I'm saying, because they're liars and deceivers and shit like that. So they act like they could just do it because I say something, and they go and start to take what I say out of context. You see what I mean? Hold up. Right now, they're explaining to each other how I gotta say a lot of things for people to get what I'm saying and stuff like that. And blah 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 blah. Anyways, so hold up. You heard him in the background probably. You hear him in the background saying things. So yeah, so they were just saying how I gotta say a lot of things for people to get what I'm saying, and it's not that. It's like a lot of people already know that what I'm saying is something that's factual, but there's a lot of people that is in the middle. A lot of people that just live their lives ignorantly, and you should never live your life ignorantly. You know what I'm saying? Especially in here, knowing that God is the truth, and I'm not even religious, but it makes perfect sense for God to be the truth. Knowledge is the basis for this place to exist. Without knowledge, this place would never have not only knowledge, but the truth itself and everything that the truth promotes. Knowledge, common sense. Hold up, they're thinking about sex with me and shit like that. Something sexual. They're trying to like it was some kind of urge in there, sexual urge or some shit. Anyways, so so yeah, like we're dealing with devil worshippers, Satanists, so low that they try to prey on people's weaknesses. So if you have a headache, if you have a back problem, something, they'll try to get in through somewhere. If you don't have friends, if you're by yourself, that's a big plus for them too. So like if you have friends, at least you have, something to fall back on. You could protect each other if they're not Satanists and shit like that. And they're, sometimes their spirits will come and protect you and shit like that. Sometimes without even knowing, you do that shit sometimes, and without even knowing, and you go and protect your kids. Like, you don't go that way. Say Jimmy or whatever. you know, and they'll listen to you. It's that connection that people have that's not direct. You see what I mean? Face to face. It's that inner connection that people have. So they went and learned about it, and they started using that connection to mess with people. They went as far as learning about the mind, so, because the mind is like the computer of the body. See what I mean? They wanted to mess with the mind inadvertently from within without directly interacting with it. You see what I mean? So, like a form of hypnosis or like messing with tampering with somebody's minds by saying things. Like I told you before, like you say things and the energy from your words manifests as a certain type of energy related to what you said. So if you say up, down, they have different energies. You see what I mean? So they say things in certain ways to like mess with people's minds inadvertently from within. And like the feds, imagine the feds. The feds, we people know that the feds are fucking terrorists. A lot of them call them the devil because the way that the feds deal. You know what I'm saying? You hardly know anything about the feds, the FBI, CIA, and all that shit. Like they like to hide, sneak around, and you know lie a lot. They lie a lot. You know what I'm saying? They go and instigate wars between two parties, two places, and then hide in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Instigating both sides, supplying guns to like to the cartels and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and then acting like if you know they're fucking terrorists. You see what I mean? So a lot of people know that. And anyways, so like you know the nature of the Federal Reserves, the CIA, NSA, the FBI, and all that. I'm sounding a little bit off myself. Hold up right now. So I'm gonna cut this live short soon because I don't want to keep losing footing. You see, I'm having a little issue right now. Sony, they're using Sony Studios, literally, like in LA, the Sony Studios place where they go and make movies and they edit videos and make CGI characters, all that type of shit. They used Sony Studios. They literally just say it, and they start to send like sensations at me and illusions and shit like that by things that they created. Like Sony is about making movies, illusion, things that are not real. So Sony is a big, role in and they created also a system called MCI. One of my cousins did that or whatever. And it deals with everything with Julio, that deals with Julio's mind and that messes with, with illusions, his mind and shit like that. So my cousin created, because he's one of them too, Wilfredo, and he's one of the highest Satanist devil worshippers in this country too. And I'm on the opposite side, so we're like hate each other and shit. But we grew up together, and I knew that he was the Antichrist, and I was the opposite. I'm the savior, and he's the enemy. No lie. But anyways, so like they created different systems to come at me through inadvertently, and most of it works because I'm here a lot in this place. You see what I mean? Not to say that they always will be able to do this, because if I'm strong, they won't be able to do it. I used to just be myself and never go through this. And whenever someone used to say anything about me, I used to just be there the moment they did right there. I just go exactly where they're at. What the fuck? What? And I used to handle it right then and there from within. Now, since I've hurt my back and I'm recovering and I'm here by myself and I don't go out as much and all this stuff, like, I'm saying? I don't play PlayStation because they kept messing with me through PlayStation. I'm doing a lot of crazy shit. I don't even want to explain right now. And then now they're using my phone to to use inadvertently through another and sometimes the Wi-Fi a little bit. Like I told this bitch ran to the Wi-Fi and she was waiting for it to turn on so that she could go and see if she could serve as added effects against me. Like, yo, they be doing the pussiest, most cowardliest things you could ever think of. They're not normal. They're not human. No normal human being would indulge. Look at the type of words I'm using, because I'm a little bit weak right now. No normal human being would like to ever be doing the type of shit that they do. Yo, anyways, stay tuned. Keep watching my videos, y'all. Seriously, You guys need to wake up, unite, knowing why. We need to eliminate the enemy. They're in the way of progress. They want people enslaved to money forever so that they could keep playing these money, financial games and creating problems amongst people through money and other things. Money is a big part of their system too, because they want to enslave. And like devil worshippers like to enslave. They like to lie. They like to trick people. They like to mess with people inadvertently, indirectly, lying, saying things, playing mind games on people and shit like that. Hold up, I just put Wilfredo right now. The energy of Wilfredo. He just farted. He just farted and acted like if the fart is in my mouth, it's like if he farted in my mouth. Like you see the type of shit they be doing, and that's something that I'm feeling right now, and I'm telling you exactly what he just did. Like he literally felt like, or they probably using his image to portray that. It just went away because I just told you what he just was just doing right now. But anyways, Wilfredo, he was probably watching the fucking live right now. He came through, he farted, and he's just because sometimes these devil worshippers come through. They be watching my videos and be trying to like affect me inadvertently through the video and shit like that. So they be watching the videos. They want to see. They do it for a lot of reasons, anyways. So yo, keep watching my videos, yo. Stay tuned and unite, knowing why. Leave a like. I don't have to tell you this shit. Spread the word. If they don't listen, keep going. Don't waste too much time on just one individual. If they don't get it, keep going. Some other enemy and pretending like they don't get it, and some are just really stupid, dumb people that just they don't really get it. They never really cared for the truth. They just want to do dumb shit and be as stupid as they could, as they can be, or whatever. You know, so you get the picture now. So, anyways, keep watching my videos, yo, alright? And stay alert. Stay alert. Stay tuned, and always stay in the know.